I thought first 10 minutes of the game we were the aggressor and they kind of dominated the rest of the first half, and then I thought the second half, it was one of those ones where I think again we kind of run out of time. I think another 5-10 minutes, I think we could put one on, and it showed in the stats. I think we shot 10 to their 2. Kind of obviously we get a shutout, but we don't get a win, but we don't get a loss. So it's better. It's not a win, but it ain't a loss.
Yes, sir. Tonight was senior night. Can you give me just your thoughts on how not only these players have been on the field playing-wise, but also off the field, leadership roles and motivation?
I think when you start with somebody like Liv Simpson, who's the Energizer Bunny. She played Power 5, she's played in the SEC, and she brings that experience, but she's cool, calm, and collective. I don't think there's a girl over there that's never had a bad word to say about her. Una's. It's a shame with Una being injured because she was having a decent year, and it's kind of been Una's sort of story here with injuries, and a great goalkeeper on her day. And Riley Rowe's been through it all here. We're her fourth set of coaching staff that she's had, and so I think she just wanted some consistency, and I'm really happy that she's going to come back and be on the coaching staff next year. And then you've got Gab Chartier, who 7 goals last year, and just a worker. Again, you have a bunch of Gabs on your team, you'll win more games than you lose. And then obviously we end on with Delaney, who came with me from my last school, who I've coached for 4 years, and Delaney's like a daughter to me, and I'm so happy she's going to become an assistant coach here.
Yes, sir. Tonight was also the last game of the season. Can you give me kind of your thoughts on how the season went?
Injuries upon injuries upon injuries. If it happened to a team, it happened to us. We'd get somebody fit, and then somebody else would go down, and then we get another person fit, and 2 would go down, and it's just and that's the way sometimes seasons go. And the Sun Belt's a very tough conference. It's a grind, as you saw tonight with Arkansas State. Never let up. They press. They work hard. They compete for first and second balls, and we've got to get better technically in the spring, and that's going to be the biggest work on.
What are some critical things this offseason that you want to work on, and some goals that you want to see?
Definitely us in possession, and getting better technically. We have moments, and then it ends up with somebody, and then we give the ball away, and then we get countered. Our defensive structure, I think, we had a lot of younger players always playing. I think, we probably started more freshmen than any other team in the Sun Belt. So I think our defensive structure, and I think the freshmen just getting a year of college soccer under their belt and realising what they're in.
Yeah, with this being senior night, there's a whole new generation of Trojans that are freshmen now. Give me your thoughts on how the freshmen have played this season.
I thought Brooke Slater done really well. I think even she played in midfield today, and I thought she was composed. She's good. She's strong. She reads the game well. I think Amani Hamilton's starting to come into her own a bit. They shook off. I think that scaredness in the early part of the season. And Hayley Phillips, she's a worker, she's a grinder. I think she done really well. So it's I think it's a bright future.
You've been without Una for the last little bit of the season. Talk to me about how Nittany and have stepped up.
I think it's a hard thing to knit. Nit's, she hasn't played a game in 3 years, and and then you get kind of thrust into the spotlight, and to have 2 clean sheets on her record, and Nit's Nit's work ethic and mentality is, again, if you could bottle it and sell it, you'd be a billionaire. So, and I think that's a testament to her parents and how she grew up, and she's going to be a nurse, so she deals with pressure very well. So yeah, all credit to Nit.
Is there anything else you'd like to add, Coach?
No, I'm good.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.